Hello friends, welcome to our WP Expert YouTube channel. Okay, I hope you are doing good and thank you for joining me here to learn WordPress. Okay, this is Raghunath Gurjar from WP Expert channel and I have been working on WordPress from last 9 years and I have created around 100 plus WordPress website. Okay, and created many custom plugins as well. So these all my plugins are available on WordPress official website for public use. Okay, so you can, I will describe the link of my plugins and video comment description box, so you can visit our plugins as well. Okay, so please like and subscribe to our channel to get coming lesson on WordPress, and you can share it with your friend who want to learn WordPress. Okay, so let me give you an idea how I am going to you through the journey of learning the WordPress. Okay, so let's start. So let this is the PPT I have created to cover all the topics and will explain you. We are going to cover all the topics in WordPress. Okay, so I will explain all the summary of lessons here. So here you can see I have listed the all summary here. So WordPress overview, okay, and local system requirement to install WordPress on your local computer, and WordPress backend overview, WordPress frontend overview, and use of WordPress core functionality, WordPress custom theme plugin, okay, how and set up WordPress on your live server, and site optimization and SEO of WordPress. So we are going to cover these all topics. Okay, so today I am going to share the lesson summary and little details, so you can get a idea what I am going to cover in WordPress lesson. Okay, so this is the my first day topic. Okay, I have created the PPT to cover the all WordPress lessons step by step, day by day. Okay, so this is the first day agenda, WordPress overview. Okay, in this WordPress overview lesson we will cover what is WordPress and what WordPress is used for and where I can download the WordPress. Okay, so these topic we will cover today, as this is the first lesson of WordPress, so we will cover these topic today. Okay, so let's come on next day topic. Okay, PHP development environment software. Okay, so as you know, to set up the WordPress on your local computer you will need to install some PHP development environment software. Okay, so I will explain all the steps how you can set up it on your local computer and how you can run the WordPress. Okay, so here we will cover what is the local host, okay, and what is the need of PHP development environment software, okay, and overview of PHP development environment software, and set up PHP development environment on your local computer, and work with PHP development environment software. Okay, so in this lesson I will cover all the topics to set up the WordPress, what is the requirement, PHP development environment software requirement, or how you can set up on your system. Okay, so this lesson will be important for who are not familiar with WordPress and neither they have the technical knowledge. Okay, so this chapter, this lesson will be very important for those person. Okay, so let's come on next session. Okay, so the my third session will be the install WordPress on local computer. Okay, so in the third lesson I will cover all the steps how you can download the WordPress and how you can set up the WordPress, okay, with your PHP environment. Okay, and I will explain the PHP admin functionality as well. Okay, and will explain you how you can set up the database and how you can install the WordPress on your local computer. Okay, so the in this session we will cover all the installation related steps of the WordPress. Okay, so this session will be also very important for all friends who are new about the PHP or the PHP environment software. Okay, so yep, this session will be very helpful to how you can set up the PHP environment on your local server. Okay, so let's come on next session. This okay, so in this section we are going to cover the start working with WordPress. Okay, so basically this will be the first step to start work with WordPress. Okay, because in previous lessons we will cover the requirement of software, how you can install it on your website. Okay, where you can download the WordPress. Okay, so but in the fourth session we will cover the steps to work with WordPress. Okay, so here overview of the WordPress. Okay, and I will explain all the functionality of admin, how it work, where you can find the settings to update like logo, and where you can define the site URL, where you can define the email of the admin. Okay, and where you can manage the users. Okay, so these all topics I will cover in the fourth session. Okay, so here we will cover admin settings. Okay, and themes, what is the theme, how you can use it, themes on your website, WordPress website from admin. Okay, and plugins, what is the purpose of plugins or how you can manage the plugins. Okay, and similarly media, how you can upload the media files on backend. Okay, so in this tutorial I will explain these all topics. Okay, and post page, what is the post and what is the page. Okay, so I will define the difference between these as well, and widgets and menu. Okay, so role of widget and what is the menu. Okay, so I will cover these all topics in fourth session, 4-day session. Okay, so this will be basic the initial journey of the WordPress learning. Okay, so let's come on next day session, means 5 days is 5-day session. Okay, so overview of post pages and post. Okay, so in this session I will explain all the step how you can create a new post, how you can create the new pages. Okay, and I will explain the difference between pages and post, and how you can create the page from admin, how you can define the page child and parent relationship, and how you can add the pages in your menu section. Okay, so I will explain these similar all topics in 5th day session. Okay, so this will be the 5th day session. Okay, so here we will cover create, how you can create page. Okay, set up WordPress front page. Okay, how you can set up the front page WordPress. Okay, and how you can set up a blog page on your WordPress site. Okay, and create a new web post, and create a new category, create a new post tag, and how to manage the blog post comment as well. Okay, so in this session we will cover all the post or page related settings and queries. Okay, so this will be our fifth day session. Okay, so let's come on sixth day. Okay, and sixth day session we will cover the website menu and website sidebar. Okay, so in this lesson I will explain all the steps how you can manage the WordPress website menus like footer menu or header menu, okay, and sidebar menu. Okay, so in similar way where you can define the sidebar to your website, how you can assign the sidebar for blog post or pages. Okay, so I will cover similar all topics in 6 day session. Okay, so create a menu item. Okay, and add menu item, how you can add a new menu item, how you can arrange the menu item. Okay, as you know, WordPress define the very easy functionality by drag and drop. Okay, so by a drag and drop you can assign the any menu items. You can create any menu item as parent, and you can assign the menu items as child as well. Okay, so you can define the parent child relation between menu very easily by a drag and drop. Okay, so I will explain all the steps in all the way for this in this lesson. Okay, and assign menu to website main menu navigation. Okay, so I will explain this setting as well. Add widget, how you can add the widget from on your website, and how you can change the widget settings. Okay, and how you can add the condition based widget. Okay, so these all topics I will cover in the sixth day session. Okay, and here assign the widget sidebar and overview of sidebar setting. Okay, so I will explain these all topics in our sixth day lesson. Okay, so let's come on next manage theme and plugins. Okay, so this is the main important lesson of the WordPress, because you know there are lots of plugins or theme available, and on WordPress website they are available to free use. Okay, so in this session I will explain all the way how you can choose the themes, how you can choose the plugins. Okay, and how you can choose the best option of plugins and themes. Okay, so in this session I will explain these all details. Okay, and how you can manage the themes, and how you can install a new theme. Okay, from backend. Okay, so these all our settings are going to manage from backend. Okay, so I will explain the all settings, how you can install a new themes from backend, and the theme settings overview where you can update the settings and where you can find the theme settings. So and similarly configure the theme sidebar and menu. Okay, so after when you will install the any themes on your WordPress website, okay, for your WordPress website, in that case you will need to assign the menu and sidebar for particular specific theme. Okay, so I will explain all these topics and but menu and plugin themes. Okay, and manage plugins. Okay, I will explain the way how you can install the plugins from WordPress, how you can install it from backend, and how you can install it manually as well. Okay, so I will explain the all way to manage the plugins, how you can uninstall it, how you can deactivate, how you can delete it. Okay, and what is the benefit of the plugins and what is the benefit of theme. Okay, so these all topics I will cover in seventh day session. Okay, so this will be the our seventh day session. Okay, so let's come on eighth. Okay, so in eighth session I will start to introduce the WordPress structure, folder structure or file structure directory. Okay, so this session will be also very important, because in this session we are going to understand the functional file and folder structure of the WordPress. Okay, because but file folder structure, as WordPress not provided the much more file or folders compared to other CMS like Magento, Drupal. Okay, so WordPress provided a very small file folder structure. So I will explain these all file folder structure in this eighth day session. Okay, so here I will define the file and folder structure of core WordPress. Okay, and overview of WordPress config file. Okay, so what is the use of WordPress config file and how you can manage your website via wp config file. Okay, so overview of plugin folder. Okay, I will explain the plugins folder structure as well, how you can the manage folder structure, how you can deactivate the plugin via plugins folder. Okay, so I will explain these all the steps in our 8th day session. Okay, overview of theme folder and overview of theme template file. Okay, so in this session I will explain the theme template files. Okay, because but theme has a many files to display the content and front end of the website, like author page and category page and post tag page, post page. Okay, so these all templates file I will explain in the 8th day session. Okay, so let's come on next day session. Next day means it will be 9th day of session. Okay, so here we are going to explain overview WordPress theme files. Okay, so in this session, basically in this session we will overview the functionality all files, template files of the theme. Okay, what is the every theme, every files, and what is the use of every files and themes, and what necessary files should be come in theme folder. Okay, so in this session, in 9th day session, I will explain the all template file and use of templates file and theme. Okay, so I will explain how to activate theme folder structure. Okay, active theme folder structure, how you can find the active theme. Okay, so let's, if you are going to browse any WordPress website, okay, so you don't know what theme they are using. So in this lesson I will explain you how you can find the any WordPress website theme, active theme name. Okay, so overview of active theme folder structure and use of theme template file. Okay, and overview of useful WordPress core function. Okay, and core functions I will explain all the core functions that inbuilt function by WordPress, like if you want to add the sidebar, then what is the function, and if you want to the add the header. Okay, then what function we will use. So I will explain all the functions in the session, core functions of the WordPress in this section. Okay, and create a custom template and custom sidebar. Okay, so in this session I will explain how to create a custom template and how you can create a custom sidebar as well. Okay, because by default WordPress provided one custom template and one custom sidebar. Okay, so in that case, if you want to more than custom sidebar, then how you can use the more than one sidebar in your website theme. Okay, so I will explain all the steps to manage the WordPress theme files here. So let's come on next topic. It's the 10-day. Okay, so it's the 10-day of lesson. So in this lesson we will cover the child theme in WordPress. Okay, so this is also a important lesson. Okay, this will be the very important lesson because child theme play a very important role to give the extra security of your WordPress website and give the options to override the core functionality of your parent theme without affecting the code of parent theme and child using child theme. Okay, how you can change the style of the parent theme on base of child theme. Okay, so we will cover what is the child theme and what is the use of child theme and how you can create the child theme. Okay, so in this topic we are going to cover all the related child theme related things. Okay, assign the child theme to parent theme. Okay, how you can assign, it's necessary to create the same folder name of parent theme for child theme or not. Okay, so I will explain and will the answer of these all questions and the 10th session. Okay, so if you will have any query then you will leave the comment and video comment comment box. Okay, and I will try to give the answer as soon as possible. Okay, so activate child theme, how you can activate the child theme from admin and how you can child work with parent theme. Okay, so these topics I will cover in child theme session. Okay, so let's come on 11th day session, use of hooks. Okay, this is very important session of the WordPress because hooks play a very important role in WordPress. If you know hooks, if then you can do anything with WordPress. Okay, so WordPress hooks is the basically main part of the WordPress. Okay, as WordPress provide the many hooks to override their core functionality on base of your theme or plugins. Okay, so this session will be very important especially for developer who want to learn how to create a new plugins and how to create new themes. Okay, so this session is very important to know how the hooks work in WordPress. Okay, what are hooks in WordPress, what is the role of hooks in WordPress and type of hooks, how many types hooks are available in WordPress. Okay, and how you can use it to implement your custom functionality in WordPress core using the custom functionality with WordPress core functionality. Okay, and use hooks to create WordPress custom script. Okay, if you want to create some custom functions, then how you can use the core function of the WordPress as per your requirement and how you can implement your custom functionality using WordPress core function. Okay, so via hooks you can do it very easily. Okay, so and override the WordPress core functionality. Okay, so I will explain how you can override the core functionality of the WordPress using hooks. Okay, so this chapter will very important especially for WordPress developer. Okay, if you want to make a real WordPress developer then you should know hooks, use of hooks in WordPress. So this session especially will dedicated to all WordPress developer. And let's come on next session, it's the 12th day session. Okay, so in this session we will cover WordPress custom database query. Okay, so this session is also very important for WordPress developers. Okay, who want to create a custom functionality and okay, and who want to use the custom database query of the WordPress. Okay, so even if you don't know the coding of PHP, if you have not much more knowledge of PHP, in that case you can also customize you can also create a custom script, okay, in very easy way. You have just need to follow the instruction of the WordPress hooks, okay. So using WordPress hooks you can create all the query. You have no need to write a long code to execute any script, okay, as WordPress provided the feature hooks feature. So using WordPress core function or hooks you can override the functionality and you can get the data from database, okay. So in this session we are going to cover all the WordPress database related queries, okay. What is the WordPress custom database query, okay. I will explain what function we are going to use the data to get the custom data query. Like if you want to get the post from particular date only, okay, if you want to get the post from a specific category, if you want to display the post from any page or any custom template, then how you can get the post from specific category or specific tags, okay, and for specific dates and between dates, okay. So these all the query related condition I will explain in this session. And use of the custom database query, how you can use the database query, MySQL database query, WordPress database query, okay. And type of WordPress database query, how many type of the WordPress database query you can use to get the data from database, okay. And overview function to get the data from database, and display post using WordPress database query function, okay. And display content in shortcode, okay. So and like if you want to display the content on any page by a page editor, in that case you will require to create a shortcode, okay. So by a shortcode how you can get the post content from any specific base of specific condition, okay. And so you will require to understand the WordPress database query function, okay. So in this session I will get all the database query related functions and functionality, how you can get the data from WordPress, okay. So let's come on next session. It's the 15-day, okay, it's our 15-day session, okay. So here we are going to cover the create register custom sidebar and menu sidebar, okay. In this session I will explain all the way how you can create your custom sidebar, okay, and menu bar, and what is the purpose to create of the custom sidebar, okay, and what is the purpose to create the menu bar. So in this session I will cover use of custom sidebar and menu bar, okay, and how you can register a new sidebar, how you can register a custom sidebar, okay, and how you can implement the custom sidebar into your theme templates file, okay. So I will explain these all the way in this lesson, okay. Register a custom menu bar and set a custom menu bar, okay. Like if you want to show the particular menu for desktop for different, and for your mobile site if you want to use different menu sidebar, okay. In that case how you can use it dynamically from backend, okay. So I will explain these all the steps in this session, and our next section will be WordPress shortcode, okay. This is also very important lesson, okay. So in this lesson I will explain how you can create the shortcode using WordPress core functionality, okay. So this is very easy, there are no need to more technical knowledge, okay, as WordPress provided the all the functions, shortcode related function and core functionality. So you have need to just follow the function and instruction of the WordPress core shortcode, okay. So in this lesson we will cover all the topics related to shortcode, okay, as shortcode is the most popular function or key of the WordPress to use on to your website, because you can use the shortcode and your page template by admin editor. Okay, and you can also use the shortcode and your custom templates file. Okay, so how you can use in shortcode in your editor or in your templates file. Okay, so I will explain these all the way in this session. Okay, and type of shortcode. Okay, I will define, I will explain how many types of shortcodes provided the WordPress, how you can use it on your website. Okay, and how you can create the new shortcode. Okay, and how you can pass the parameter and shortcode, and how you can change the condition base, how you can change the content or data of the shortcode on base of past parameter. Okay, so I will explain overview of shortcode parameter and display content of page or post using shortcode, and allow to execute shortcode with custom theme. Okay, so sometime if we are going to create your custom theme or some free or paid theme. Okay, so some themes, few themes are not provide the functionality to execute the your custom shortcode. So how you can do it, how you can allow, how you can execute the shortcode and with those all themes. Okay, so I will explain all these in 14-day session. Okay, so let's come on our 15-day session. Okay, it's the 15-day session. Here we are going to explain create a custom post type and custom meta. Okay, so this session also very important to know who want to use the custom meta. And okay, so this session also useful to create the custom post type and custom meta box. Okay, as currently I see many admin developers or designers or designer use for a small functionality, they will use the any plugins. Okay, so due to this, the due to use the number of more plugins on your website, the speed issue always come with your website. Okay, so you will not able to optimize much more your website, because due to lots of plugins on your website, the server load time will be reduced and your page loading time will be automatically increased. So it will very difficult to optimize the website or speed up the website if you are using many more plugins. Okay, so using the custom post type or custom meta box, you can do, you can create it as per your requirement on theme basis. There will not require to use any plugins for that. Okay, for example, if you want to manage the video, if you want to create the video section from WordPress. Okay, so in that case you have no need to use any video plugins. Okay, you can do it with your custom theme size. Okay, so you will require to register a custom post type on your with your theme, and you can define the custom meta fields for particular post type as well. Okay, so I will explain these all steps how you can create your one custom post type. Okay, and how you can use it and your website admin or description. Okay, so what is the custom post type? Okay, and use of the custom post type, register a custom post type. Okay, how you can register the new custom post type, manage the custom post type. Okay, how you can manage, how you can view the menu from backend, how you can manage your custom post type from admin dashboard, and I will explain the use of the custom meta boxes. Okay, and register a new custom meta boxes and assign the custom meta boxes for custom post type. Okay, so I will in this session I will cover these all topics. Okay, so basically custom meta section is custom to register a new custom meta custom meta box play a very important role for any WordPress theme. Okay, like if you want to use the if you want to implement the SEO functionality, SEO meta tags with your theme, or if you want to add the SEO related theme, SEO related metas from for any themes, like if you are using paid free theme, paid theme, okay, free theme, paid theme, or your custom theme. Okay, so if there are not given an option to define the SEO meta, okay, so in that case many users use the a plugins like Yoast SEO and WP SEO, SEO manager. Okay, so such type of plugins they have used to add the SEO. But if you know how you can create the custom meta box, then you will not require to use any plugins. Okay, because plugins provided a much more functionality with a lots of code. Okay, basically we required only the simple three to four meta box, like to define the meta title, meta description, and canonical URL and robot. Okay, so these are the four fields we require to implement the SEO with WordPress theme. Okay, but when you are going to use any plugins, they have given the lots of functionality. Okay, so and the plugins functionality we will use the very less functionality, but due to the plugins the server load time is automatically increase. Okay, and if server load time will be increased, in that case your site speed will automatically reduce. Okay, so to ignore such type of situation, you can use custom meta box. You can create a custom meta box section from backend to define the SEO meta, and you can implement it with your theme, custom theme or paid theme or free theme as well. Okay, so this is not a very difficult task. You can, if you know that little knowledge of the WordPress coding, okay, in that case you can do it very easily. Okay, so in this session I will explain these all the steps how you can create the custom post type in custom meta box, and what is the role and what is the use of the these custom type. Okay, so let's come on next topic. In this topic we are going to cover the implement custom post type in front end. Okay, so in last topic we are going to cover the custom post type in custom meta box and backend. Okay, in the session 16-day session, in this topic we are going to in this lesson we are going to cover the how you can implement the post type, how you can use the custom post type or custom meta box in front end. Okay, so use of custom post type in front end, display the custom post type in front end on your website. Okay, like if you have created any custom post type for video, okay, and you don't know how you can display it in front end, how you can use it on your backend editor, how you can use it display the videos in your website sidebar. Okay, so in that case I will explain these all steps how you can do it from yourself. Okay, so I will explain these all the steps here. Okay, and create new theme template file. Okay, how you can create the new template file to display custom post type, show the custom post meta box value with custom post type. Okay, and how you can display the custom post type content using shortcode. Okay, like if you want to display your video on any page from editor, okay, in that case you will require to use a shortcode. Okay, so without shortcode you will not able to display the content of your custom post type or any post type. Okay, so in that case you will require to need to use shortcode. Okay, and using shortcode how you can display the content, I will explain these topics. Okay, so let's come on next topic. Next topic will be custom taxonomy type and custom meta box, taxonomy meta boxes. Okay, so in this lesson I am going to cover all the steps in same way like custom post type. This is also same way like taxonomy type. Okay, like if you have created the video custom post type from backend, okay, and to manage the video you will require to the custom taxonomy. Okay, without taxonomy, without category of the video, you will not able to manage it from backend easily. Okay, so basis of custom post type, you can create the category, custom category using custom taxonomy post type. Okay, so in this topic I will explain what is the custom taxonomy, okay, and use of the custom text type, and registered a new custom taxonomy type, how you can register a new custom taxonomy, how you can manage the custom taxonomy and dashboard. Okay, and use of taxonomy meta boxes, what is the use of custom taxonomy meta boxes. Okay, um, and registered a new custom taxonomy, how you can create the new custom field, custom meta fields from category or for custom taxonomy. Okay, so I will explain these all topics in the lesson 19. Okay, so assign the custom meta to custom taxonomy type. Okay, so this chapter also will be important for you to know how you can create, manage the custom category or custom taxonomy from backend. Okay, and this is also same how you can implement the post type. Okay, like if you have created the custom taxonomy in backend, then the next is how you don't know how you can use it in the front end of the website. Okay, in that case, in this session I will explain all the way how you can use it custom taxonomy in very easily from your website in front end. Okay, you can display the post type to, you can display the category based custom post content from any website template file. Okay, and you can show the custom taxonomy meta boxes field. Okay, it's with your custom taxonomy type and display the custom taxonomy type content using shortcode. Okay, if you want to display the bits, like for example if you want to display the video of any specific category, like you have created a category in backend education. Okay, and you want to display the education related video on your any education page. Okay, in that case you will require to use shortcode. Okay, and how you can display the category based content using shortcode. Okay, you don't know what, I will explain all the steps how you can follow the code and how you can use the shortcode, how you can add a condition based query, WordPress query to get the data from a specific category. Okay, so in this topic I will cover all the these steps. Okay, and next day section will be registered a custom widget. Okay, in this session we will cover the custom widgets. Okay, custom widget, it means when we will going to add any new widget from backend. Okay, admin dashboard, so here you can see like recent post, category or search. Okay, so these all the custom widget, these all widgets are provided by default WordPress. Okay, but if you want to use, if you want to create your own custom widgets, okay, like if you want to create a custom widget where you can display your all video in your website sidebar. Okay, so in that case you need, you can create a custom widget to display for your videos. Okay, so in this lesson I will explain how you can create a new custom, what is the use of the custom widget. Okay, and how you can register a new custom widget, and how you can create the widget settings, like if you want to apply a, if you want to give the number of video, or if you want to add the a new option field to define the number of video with widget. Okay, so in that case how you can create a new option as well. So I will explain these all setting okay, and display the custom page in front end of the, how you can display this widget in front end of the website. So this will be our 19 days lesson, okay. So let's come on next session. In next session we are going to cover the custom WordPress theme, okay. So this will be the advanced code level lesson, okay. So who anyone who want to create a custom template, custom themes, okay. So this session will be very important for all the friends who want to learn how you can create a your custom theme, okay. So in this session I will explain all the steps, what are the custom themes, okay, and what is the benefit of custom theme, okay. So how you can register a new custom theme, what the file required to, what is the necessary file required to create any custom theme, and how you can create a theme option page from backend dashboard, okay. So where you can define the theme logo and theme favicon icon and theme URL, okay. So these all settings, how you can create the theme option page, okay. And here you will require to activate the custom, okay, how you can activate the custom theme and how you can configure the theme settings from admin dashboard, okay. So in the part first, custom theme development part first, we will cover all the steps, all the way to register a new custom theme and manage, how you can manage it backend section, okay. So in this session we will cover these all topics, and next section and create a custom WordPress theme part 2, okay. In this session we will explain, we will cover the all steps how you can implement your custom HTML design with WordPress theme in a very easily, in a very smart way, okay. So in this lesson we will cover how you can implement the static HTML design with custom theme, okay, and how you can create a custom header or footer file as per your HTML design, how you can register your required CSS or GSS file via custom function file, function.php file, theme function.php file, okay, and how you can register the new sidebar for your custom theme, how you can register a new menu bar for your custom theme, okay, and configure the custom theme settings, okay, and assign the menu and widget for custom theme from admin dashboard, okay. So these all topics we will cover in the lesson 21 days lesson, okay. So these topics are will also very important for us who want to learn create custom WordPress theme, okay, because there are many benefits of the custom WordPress theme except to use of free theme or paid theme, okay. So I will always prefer to everyone to use the WordPress custom theme, okay. Because if you are going to use any free theme or paid theme, then you don't know what code they have used and there are any spam code existing or not, okay. So in that case, if you are using custom theme, then you know very well what code you are using in your WordPress custom theme, okay, and how you can manage the settings. If there will any issue will come, then you can easily debug the issue and you can fix it very easily, okay. In same way, if we are getting the any issue from paid theme or free theme, in that case you will require to debug the code, and deeply you want to know the flow of the code, and you will need to search the file where they are added the functionality, okay. And as mostly WordPress paid theme or free theme provide a lots of functionality that we have not required on website. Like they have given the 100 options, okay, and we required only 10 options. We are using the 10 option on your website. So in that case we are we will use to the theme to with 100 option, okay, because we can't remove any existing functionality of their theme, okay. So in that case we must have need to use the themes or paid theme or free theme as it is without changing their code, okay. So in that case there will be a lots of code, there will be a large file of the HTML CSS, and the output will be affect your website speed, okay. So custom themes always the best option to create a very well optimized website, okay. And with custom themes or custom plugins your site will never be hacked by a hacker, okay, because you have created all function and you don't know what function you have used, okay. So this is the very these chapter to create to learn the WordPress custom themes, okay. So let's come on next chapter, custom. So we are going to cover the given all topics, all the to create the custom WordPress plugin, okay. So this lesson also very important for all friends who want to learn how to create a custom WordPress plugin, okay. So like I have defined the benefit of custom themes in previous lesson, okay. So in same way there are a lots of benefits of custom WordPress plugins, okay. So in this lesson I will cover what is the use of the custom plugins, okay, and what is the how you can benefit, what is the benefit of custom plugins, how you can set up a new custom plugin, okay, and what file you will require to create any new custom function, and what the WordPress hooks function will require are necessary to use during create a custom function, and create a new how you can create a new plugin setting page, okay, and how you can activate the plugins, and how you can use the custom plugins in front end of the website, okay. So I will cover these all topics in this session. So friends, in this session we are going to cover all the steps to create a custom plugins, okay. And let's come on next session, okay, move WordPress on live site, okay. Sorry, this function, okay, and use of the custom plugins. So next session will be our to move WordPress on live server, okay. In this session I will define, I will explain how you can move your local WordPress website from your local computer to server, okay, and what there will require to move the before move the website, what necessary useful information you will require, like you will require to purchase a domain, you will require to purchase a server, hosting server, okay. So I will explain all the way how you can move the website from your live site, okay. So you have need to so in this session I will cover all the steps, what is the live server, okay, and what is the domain, and what is the hosting, how you can host your website on live server, okay, and how you can set up the database on your server, live server, okay, and the way how you can import your local database on live server, how you can upload your local folder file or folders on live server. Okay, and how you can configure the wp config file after move the website on live server, and how you can update the permalink, means link of the url from database, because there will require to update the links on live site. Okay, so in this topic I will cover these all the topics. In this lesson I will cover these all the topics. So this is also will be important lesson to know how you can set up your website on live server. Okay, so in this lesson I will explain all the topics and details. Okay, and if you will have any query or comment related to any functionality like in previous lesson or this lesson, then you can leave a message in video comment box. Okay, and I will try my best to answer them. Okay, so you can leave your message in comment box. Okay, so now come on next session. Okay, pro tips to make your website secure. Okay, so after move the website, this lesson will be very important. Okay, because if you not implement the security on your website, okay, if you don't follow the some secure steps on your website, in that case hacker can easily hack your website. Okay, so in this lesson I will explain all the steps how you can secure your WordPress website from hackers. Okay, how you can secure your WordPress admin. Okay, how you can add the IP restriction to make secure your WordPress site. Okay, and how you can change the WordPress default URL. Okay, and how you can optimize your website. Okay, so these all related topics we will cover in this lesson. Okay, so this lesson will be also very important to make your website more secure, to give the extra protection your WordPress website. Okay, if you will follow the my suggestions, then I can promise your WordPress site will be never hacked. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, and the follow our all the lessons and learn how to create a WordPress website with a secure way. Okay, so like if you want to give any more suggestions, okay, so you can leave your comment in comment box. If you like my video, if you like my channel, and then please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, and share it with your all friends who want to learn WordPress. Okay, so let's come on next. Okay, so next lesson will be SEO of the WordPress. Okay, so this is also very important lesson. Okay, because in this lesson we will cover all the SEO related things. Okay, so I will explain how you can do SEO your website yourself. Okay, there will how I will define the way, I will explain the way to SEO of the website without helping of any SEO company or any SEO agency. Okay, so in this lesson I will cover what is the SEO and type of SEO. Okay, and what is the on page SEO, what is the off page SEO. Okay, so in on page SEO, how you can define, how you can select the keywords of your website. Okay, and how you can implement the schema of your website. Okay, so how you can define the title tag, how you can define the meta description, and how you can use the headers on your website. Okay, and what is the benefit of SEO friendly URL, and what is the benefit to define the alt text of the images. Okay, internal links, site map, speed up, and feature snippet. Okay, so these all topics we will cover in SEO of the website, because you can create, everyone can create the any website, not WordPress, but if you are going to create any website. Okay, so website creation is not a big task. The main big task is to keep the SEO of the website, because if you will not able to increase the traffic on your website, in that case your business will never grow. Okay, so to increase your business, you will require to increase your traffic on your website. Okay, so in that case, if traffic will be increased on your website, in that case you will get the lead as well. Okay, so your business automatically growing. Okay, so you will need to focus, you will, so this session will be also important for us. Okay. So next section also of page SEO, I will explain the all steps how you can do SEO of page SEO. Okay. So basically on page SEO is will be applied on your website, so this will be website based SEO. Okay, and off page SEO means you are using any external social sharing plugin, social share website, or any other referral links website. Okay, so these are the little difference of the on page and SEO. I will explain these all the details in later. Okay, so thank you guys. This the summary of the WordPress is now, that's it. Okay, so these all the summary will be our WordPress learning journey. Okay, so I have covered all the lessons here, and you can review if you want. Then I can share this PPT in video comment description box, so it will be helpful you to know the lesson summary. Okay, so let me come on first day topics, that is the WordPress overview. Okay, the today topics: what is the WordPress, and what is WordPress used for, and how you can download the WordPress. Okay, so let's start the topic, today topic, and I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, if you like the our video, or then you can please like and subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends who want to learn WordPress. So guys, let's start. Okay, so what is the WordPress? WordPress basically is the open source CMS. Okay, anyone can use it and free of cost. Okay, and WordPress basically is the collection of the softwares. So there are all over world, many peoples are going to contribute to WordPress. Okay, so WordPress provide the functionality to create your website in very easily. Okay, WordPress provide a very useful admin panel. Okay, so you can understand the functionality of the WordPress from backend very easily. Okay, so basically the WordPress is the piece of software for making any website. Okay, so there are contribution of thousands of people around the globe to make the website more popular and make the website and make it easy. Okay, and it's completely free. Okay, anyone can use it on to create a website without pay any fee. Okay, so this is the WordPress. Okay, as WordPress is the most popular CMS in the world. Okay, so let me give you some data. Okay, so let me show you okay. So you can also check it on buildwith.com website, okay. So here you can see the CMS usage distribution in 1 million sites, okay. So here you can see the 47% website are using WordPress, okay. It's almost 50%, it most half of the WordPress, half of the website, okay. So you can see the popularity of the WordPress, okay. Here you can see the number around 3,43,113, okay, website are made with WordPress, okay. So and compared to other CMS like Drupal, there are 26,000 in WP Engine 24, okay, and Joomla 16,000 only, and Squarespace 10,000, Blogger 10,000, okay. So compared to other CMS, WordPress is more popular, okay. So and show me a graph here, okay. So you can see the WordPress popularity is going to grow every day, okay. So this is the WordPress functionality, okay, and the topic, what is the WordPress used for, okay. So WordPress used for basically first time when WordPress was released, it was used only for blogging, okay. So user will not use the WordPress to create a e-commerce website or any event related website, okay. But now WordPress are flexible enough to build any type of website. You can create a e-commerce website, like the WooCommerce plugins are the main power of the WordPress to create the any e-commerce website, okay. So you can create any any type of website in recent WordPress, okay. So WordPress is now more flexible, okay. So it's flexible enough to power mobile app as well, okay, and anything you can imagine with WordPress, okay. So WordPress is the most demandable CMS in current time, okay. So here you can see the WordPress award, the most popular India open source category, okay, Indian, okay, and the most popular entire internet in open source, the top 10k site open source. So these are all the award. And US, you can see the most popular in United States in open source category, okay, and same way in UK the most popular the United in open source, okay, and same other way the most popular in Sweden in open source, the most popular in Canada in open source, okay. So these are all the award of the WordPress, okay. So you can see the popularity of the WordPress, okay. So in current time the WordPress is highly demandable CMS, okay. So these are the data I have provided you, you can check it with yourself as well, okay. So you can see the graph image of the WordPress here, okay. So 49 WordPress out of all sites we found using the CMS, okay. So 49%, nearly half, we are using WordPress, okay. And the detection, okay, so we are detected CMS like 7,29,137 times at top of 1 million site, okay. So these data are basically top of 1 million website, okay. So a single website might be have more than one CMS, okay. So you can see here entire internet we detected nearly 49 million CMS being used across the entire internet, okay. So this data, the 47% data, we are going on base of the current 1 million CMS only, okay. So total here you can see we detected nearly 49 million CMS. So there are lots of CMS are available in market as well, okay. So detected 18 million CMS being used in USA, okay. So you can see the 18 million CMS are using in US. So on basis of these data you can see the popularity of the WordPress. Okay, WordPress 35% WordPress, it's the 35 top of 1 lakh site are using WordPress. Okay, so these data you can give a proof that WordPress is the most popular CMS compared to other CMS. Okay, so I have defined the first step two section, and let's come on last steps, download WordPress. Okay, so you can download the WordPress from their official website www.wordpress.org. Okay, okay, this is the WordPress official website. Okay, here you can download the WordPress very easily by click on get WordPress button. Okay, and here you can see the latest version of WordPress is 5.4.1. okay, so recently in coming few days WordPress are going to release the version 5.5. okay, so every a regular interval WordPress always release their version with some security patches or some with a new features in WordPress. Okay, so you will also need to make your website up to date with WordPress latest version. Okay, so the today topics is covered. Okay, and I will back again, I will come in new session with new topics. Okay, so the topic will be the PHP development environment software. Okay, so in the PHP environment software I will explain all the PHP development environment related software to set up the WordPress on your local computer. Okay, so I hope today's lesson was beneficial for you. If you found today's lesson beneficial, then please like my video, please subscribe to our channel to get more latest videos. Okay, and so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching my video. In next video I will cover the topics PHP development environment software. Okay, and so stay tuned. I am going to leave my email ID in video description box, so you can send your query over email as well. And please follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. I will going to the provide you link our official LinkedIn and Facebook pages and video description box. Okay, so bye, take care.